Hello there. Victor Kundamwava here. Um, Continuing to lend my voice regarding the proposed transaction between ZCCM Investment Holdings and First Quantum Minerals in regards to the equity that ZCCM has in Kansanshi. Um, Earlier, let me give some disclaimers before I continue. Obviously, I'm speaking on my behalf. I'm not speaking on behalf of any entity I may be affiliated with. And like I said earlier, people much closer to this transaction obviously have a lot more information than I do. But I'm just making this opinion on face value. So earlier on, yesterday, as a matter of fact, I talked about dividends and royalties and why royalties benefit First Quantum because they're tax deductible. And obviously, since royalties are tax deductible, the tax revenue for the revenue collectors obviously goes down. Today, I would like to discuss the benefits that have been advanced by the parties as to why this transaction is a win-win transaction, which it's not. I think this transaction heavily favors First Quantum and really disadvantages Zambia. So there are two supposed advantages that have been advanced. One of them is that royalties are consistent. So, ZCCM would have a consistent income stream if they converted dividends to royalties. And the second advantage that has been advanced is that ZCCM can actually use this income stream, consistent income stream, to invest in other operations. Now, when you look at this supposed consistent income stream, royalties are not consistent either. Royalties are a proportion of production. So if production is really high, royalties get high. If production gets low, royalties get low. So the idea that royalties are always consistent, it's not a tangible, solid business justification. And a lot of enterprises go in business to look for a return. It's a return on an investment. A royalty is not really a return on investment. It's very, very passive income. If ZCCM is going to be in business in order to obtain passive income, then that's not a very good business model. Business is about taking risks. When you take calculated risks, you get a return on the risk you take. A dividend is a guaranteed, it's a lazy person's business. So to me, that's not justification enough to really give up the leverage and the equity in order to have a steady stream of income. Now, the idea of investing in other assets using the money coming from Kansanshi, I think other ZCCM assets need to be able to attract investments on their own merit. When you look at the projections of copper, the prices will be going higher and higher. So if these other assets are not bankable, why should they be bankable from First Quantum basis? Why should they be bankable from Kansanshi? If these other operations cannot attract investment on their own merit, I think that means, Kansanshi is going to be throwing good money after bad money until these other businesses start attracting investments on their own merit, based on the forecast of the price of copper, based on how efficient these operations are being run, then we got a business. But if we're going to be robbing Peter to pay Paul, then as a country and as a business, I think ZCCM needs to revisit the strategic model and the business model as a whole. So yeah, it really is not justifiable to use Kansanshi as a bank. I think other ZCCM operations should be able to come up with a turnaround plan, go to the bank, negotiate, discuss, and borrow money to run operations. It doesn't have to come from another ongoing operation to plug up losses of another. And the scale of these dividends we're actually talking about, I'm sorry, royalties, it's not a large enough scale to sustain all these other assets that need money. It's not. So the two justifications that have been advanced, uh, consistency of royalties, which is not always consistent, they go up and down depending on production, and having to finance other operations, that to me is not justifiable enough. These other operations can go to the bank. They need to find other means of attracting capital. God bless the Republic of Zambia. Bye bye now.